morning. How are you all doing? Let me move my little candle over here. There. So hope you guys are doing well. I have a brand new tarot deck that my mom treated me to. So we are reading from a new deck today from the Steampunk Tarot. And she got me this really awesome card bag that I'm showing off. I love getting new things. So it's really nice to have a new deck to play with because trust me, I want like a bazillion decks. So anytime there's a tarot deck that I can get my hands on, we're doing it. So this is your post-eclipse tarot reading. We're looking at energies that are your tongue tie's already coming in. That you're working through after this eclipse. So eclipse energy can last for like up to 6 months. Once these on top. It can last for up to 6 months. So this energy reading is a little more timeless. Could apply all the way up until about, Christmas time or so. Could be more recent. So just take what resonates for you today. And we're working with the Goddess deck right here off the bat. So let's see what goddesses are coming through for your message today. Okay, she's been around. Sedona. Oh, Sedona. Okay, Sedona, or the one down there, was once a beautiful Eskimo woman who lived with her father. Hang on, before I get started, it wanted me to talk about this again. So I mentioned it in some of my other videos. I was guided to bring this in. It's very much reminding me of ice, icebergs, the polar caps, pure snow white light and water, like the purest you can get. So that Eskimo energy, it makes me think of that type of deal too. So she was once a beautiful Eskimo woman who lived with her father. None of the local suitors appealed to her, and she refused to marry until a fulmar, a type of bird from across the sea, promised to take her to his home of luxury. When she found she had been deceived and was ill-treated, she begged her father to take her home. As the two were crossing the water, a flock of fulmars caused a huge storm to arise. To save his own life, Sedona's father threw her into the ocean. As she clung to the boat, he chopped off her fingers, which turned into whales, seals, and all the mammals of the sea. Sedona descended to Adlivum, the Eskimo underworld, where she now rules the dead. To ensure that she will continue to send food to hunters, shamans descend to visit her, comb her hair, and massage her mutilated hands. Sedona is a reminder of the nourishing gifts that are to be found deep in the dark, cold places that we fear, or that we most fear. Interesting. I have a new Leo energy coming in today. It's another friend of mine, and she... What was it trying to say to me? She very much is the kind that if someone were to hurt her and wrong her, she would cut them off. But at the same time, transmuting that anger and that darkness into something good. And powerful. So there's a bit of a message coming through that, and of course that's what this goddess stands for, but there's something specifically coming through in that. There's something really powerful in that. And I've been getting that sense in some of my Leo readings over the past few months. It's like something it's like something or someone really hurt you, and at the same time, Leos are very fiery. So when Leos get hurt, it's like a fire energy. It's a darker energy in the sense of, like, y'all will just, that's what I mean. Y'all are lions, like it roars, right? So that's what I mean. There's a little bit of that, but there is, feels like still some darkness kind of brewing in that sense. Also very much dark night of the soul. It just wanted me to like run my fingers down it. That's what I mean. There's like this clawing energy. Very much, these are whale bones right here, but this, it kind of feels like there's this clawing energy inside of you. There's something that we're working on. Something that we're working on. For sure. Like, that's super vague, right? Ooh, we're working on something. What are we working on through this post-eclipse energy, Leo? What are the energies that you will be seeing and working with? That's like 20 cards, dude. But look at that 4 of Cups coming out right on the top. And it kind of knocked these shells everywhere. That's what I mean. It was like something knocked something out of order. it's not flowing. Sitting in that Four of Cups energy. Let's see if that card eventually comes back. That's been coming around in a lot of people's readings too, this Four of Cups energy. The eclipse really shook up some things, and it's like we're having to definitely reassess what it is we're sitting around kind of moping about. The Fool in reverse. Man, my left elbow just got hot. Feeling like a fool, feeling like you got fooled. You went out on a limb and trusted someone or something, and it definitely just wasn't quite what you thought it was going to be, type deal. This is a chimney sweep. Very much always makes me think of the chimney sweeps in Mary Poppins. It just said like you went down the wrong chimney kind of deal, and you got stuck. Which is that's the thing, like, man, like a chimney sweep, that's the thing. You can get stuck in chimneys, right? So it's totally like a risk. Like if you go down the wrong chimney, and especially if you're alone and there's no one with you, like you might have gotten stuck. You can get trapped there, or it's really hard to get out of. Like there's something that was started and it just didn't quite go the way you thought it was going to go. There seems to be a trust thing here. Trust issues, feelings like yeah, something just didn't quite pan out. All right, we need more. What's up? Saw that. Okay. That's nice though. Okay. First off, there's this Six of Swords. That's always the transition card. So being in flight, traveling, moving through phases, especially in the mind. This card also talks about trust. It talks about the fact that, like, these balloons, right? It's like, man, you poke one hole in this thing and it could go down. The engine thing goes down, like this thing can't fly. This is a little bit treacherous, but at the same time, it can be really fun and exhilarating. So there is a bit of, it's just like Spirit's asking you to trust. Interesting. I just noticed the lightning bolt there. It's like riding the lightning. Like you can either ride the lightning or get hit by the lightning. You can either get stuck in the chimney or you can fly over the whole city. Spirit wants you to trust that you are not stuck in this chimney and that you are not a fool, that everything happens, of course, for a reason. And this is part of that journey, part of that transition. Now, this Queen of Pentacles, she's really awesome. She makes me think of Daisy out of The Great Gatsby, though. That's exactly what this character reminds me of. So there's a little bit of this, like, innocence. Oh, nice, Spirit. It just gave me the line from the movie when she goes, if she says something about, like, if I have a little girl, or like my daughter or something. Anyway, she's talking about a child, a little girl, and she's like, if I have a little girl, I hope she's a fool, because that's the best thing a woman can be in this world, is a damn fool. Basically saying that if you're smart and your eyes are open, you can see the pain and the things that people are doing to you and to each other. So it's almost this message of kind of like the whole ignorance is bliss thing, which I know Leos are not all about that. Like nobody should be. Like living in ignorance is not bliss. But it is a very sad kind of moment where it's this realization that's like, if you're, look at my dog barking there. It's like, if you're fully awake, you can see the people that are being fooled. You can see where people are trying to hurt you and fool you. You can see all of this happening around you. And it's also part of this, like you're participating in it because you have to, you feel like you have to, you're stuck there. There's totally this energy of being in a position that you don't want to fully be in anymore. It just said anymore. It tacked on anymore there at the end. There's something about, right, like not wanting to be in this energy anymore because you feel like a fool. And you're not the kind to be like Daisy from Great Gatsby, which is stay in that fool energy. You're very much like taken off away from it, right? Like her back is turned to a lot of this. That's what I mean. It's like not dealing with it anymore, not wanting to be that fool anymore, not wanting to be ignorant anymore. And at the same time, there's a lot of lessons in this that you're having to go through very much internally. Now, this Queen of Pentacles is very much about your real world too. So this could literally be something that another person or a situation that's literally in your reality helped cause these feelings, right? And that's where I think in your mind, you're for sure like, bye, like taking off. But I think Spirit is at the helm and redirecting you. And you know it. And I swear, I wish I could like flip this card and make her like get on board with this too. It's like I already feel like you're on board, but at the same time, there's still this thing about like having your back turned to something, right? Not wanting to fully be on board with this energy because you're still kind of dealing with this darker feeling over here. You're sorting some things out. Interestingly enough, we have this Page of Cups over here, and this ship could very much be this ship back here. So then it's like, it's almost like this third person version of yourself standing on the beach over here, like waiting for the rest of you to come in and land. It's like, this is where you're heading, this is where you're going, and this is a messenger. This is a Cups messenger, so this is very much that emotional news. It's a cup about your happiness. I mean, this card overall looks more positive. You know what this makes me think of? This makes me think of that scene in Sweeney Todd when they're on the beach and he's kind of like still being Sweeney Todd, in the fact that his facial expressions and his mood, he's like not interested at all in being in the beach, and Helena Bonham Carter's over there like singing the romance song the whole time. That's what I mean. It's like part of you singing this romance song or this happy song in a way. It's like being on the beach, like wanting to be happy, wanting to go on vacation. It's summertime right now, so like wanting to enjoy yourself, and at the same time being this like slightly dejected, slightly like just, it just said neutral, like total neutral party. That's what I mean. It's like you're not happy, you're not sad, you're not angry, you're not jumping for joy. You're just kind of like there on the beach with your cup. But that's where I feel like most of the excitement and energy is coming through this transition. So it's like, I think Spirit really wants you to get on board because there's something waiting for you once you get on board. And it's got to travel, it's got to land. So there's something about that moving on energy. But there's a little bit of resistance there. Let's get some clarifiers just out of this deck. What's up with this? What's up with the Fool? There's that Ten of Swords again. It's trying to peek out. I'm telling you. So yeah, there's something where it was like backstab, betrayal, like hurt, like this Fool's trying to peek out too. That was a happy Fool though. Okay. Now, Leo, that's a power card for you. That's a Queen of Wands, so that's very much your energy. So this could be either just another person. We got two queens here, so this is feeling like some, it just said catty, like some catty energy. So as much as this is very much a Leo card, Leo energy, you're either dealing with someone very much like yourself, or this is literally about you. You were catty, you were a fool, you put yourself in this energy type deal, or you're dealing with someone that's like so much like yourself that it's like butting heads type deal. She's in the upright, so this also could have just been very much like, man, like this could have been like you standing up in your power because you recognized you were in this position first, and then this is part of what caused some of this, like, just said like riffraff, or it said like, for some reason it's coming through with the Aladdin song, riffraff, street rat, I don't buy that. What if they looked closer? Like, you're a queen, dude. So there's a little bit of that coming through too, and I feel like that could definitely be about you, or it's also just that phrase is coming through about someone else. It's like you were dealing with, you know, Aladdin is technically a thief. He's got a heart of gold though, right? So but there's some mischief involved. There's something that just not very trustworthy, and you've turned your back on that, but I think it was also due to the fact that you stood up in your Leo power and probably let out a roar, and it kind of did some things, right? Let's build off of that. What's kind of happening with this Queen of Pentacles here? Oh, hey. Okay, Ace of Swords. He's wanting to hit these shells. I think you need some water energy a little bit. You need some water energy. It just said shell out, but it said it more in the way of like chill out. That's what I mean. It's like you literally need a beach. It's like you literally need a vacation. It's like you literally need to step away from your fire energy and step into some water energy to cool yourself off a little bit. And I think that's where it's like, that's the truth. You need a break. You need to step away from something. You need a new space for your mind to clear itself and get itself in order. That's the kind of new beginning that you need, is to get your mind in order and know your truth. Because there's some energies up here where it's like, man, you were kind of dealing with some stuff for a while and it keeps hitting these shells. So I really do feel like Spirit's like, man, go to the beach, go on vacation, go treat yourself, go do something fun. It just said Sally sells seashells down by the seashore. Like that's where that tongue tie was coming in. It's like there's some peace in some of this water energy over here that I feel like you really need. Man, my dog is like going off on y'all's reading right now. Funny enough, she comes from my grandmother. I've adopted that dog, and my grandmother was Leo. It's like, go to the beach. And, ooh, interesting. He wants me to bring that up too. My grandmother's ashes were sprinkled at the beach because she loved this one. We go to Tybee Island out here in Georgia, and she loved, loved, loved that place. And they were sprinkled around a lighthouse. It's like your soul retreat. I feel like there's a place, and it might not be this beach, but I feel like it is very possible it deals with water or a beach. I think there's a place that you like to go to that is kind of like a peaceful retreat, some solace. It reconnects you to yourself. I'm kind of feeling like that's what this ace is about. It's like you really need to reconnect with yourself, but also in a far more gentle way than your full-on fire Leo energy, right? And that's kind of where you got this back turned on this a little bit though, because it's like maybe you can't right now. Maybe there's some of this still involved with going to this place. This could literally just be a place within yourself. Doesn't have to actually be a physical location. It's like there's something not quite connecting to get you into this space. So let's work on these then. What's up with this Page of Cups? We got the Moon, the Hangman, and Death. Ooh, major arcana is coming through. So this Page of Cups, and I would say attached to this transition too. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like something's got to end. And just the way that her clothing is over here very much looks and reminds me of the suit. So it's like that's the messenger that's like, yo, can we knock this shit off? Like, whoa, like we're done with that. We're done with that energy. We're done. And at the same time, there's also the Hangman coming through, which is like, okay, and after that ends, there's going to be a little bit of this like suspension, hang time. I just said hang time, kind of like this ship back here. Also hang time as in hanging out at the beach, relaxing. There's hang time, time for you to reflect, time for you to look at things from a different perspective. And then there's also that Moon energy, which is a bit of the unknown. it just kind of said like Spirit doesn't want to fully tell you what this page is about. It's giving you hints, and it's all in these major arcanas, so it's a big shift, but it doesn't want to reveal everything. This also very much has to do with feminine energies. That's the moon. So, and I've been saying that there's a lot of energy. There is a pain kind of going through my sacral chakra right now as I say this. I'm definitely feeling like something about like relationships, feminine energy. Like there is something that is having to come to a close because Spirit's moving you around. You're in transition, and it might not even feel like you're in transition, like not on this really fast flight, right? It's like you're kind of like paused and hanging out. And then there's that moon energy of like the unknown, this reflecting. Let's get one more on that. I just want to see. Why are all these major arcana here? I mean, okay. No, that's not what they want me to ask. Why is the moon here? Let's get a clarifier on the moon. Now, there you go. See, that's your card too. And that's even better than that Queen of Wands. That Queen of Wands can get feisty. The Strength card is pure, true Leo energy. Being the lion, but also being the graceful lady. Having it under control, but also knowing how to roar. Very, very, very well balanced energy. Not just your fire energy. There's some earth energy in here, very grounded. There's that really nice infinity halo. Flowers, like this is a much more mature Leo energy, and that's part of what's coming out of this moon. So like that's the unknown. That's why they're not trying to reveal everything to you, because this is what you're working on. This is what you're going to be advancing into. It wants me to kind of lay that right there. Like that's what you're advancing into, but you kind of got to go through this. It's just like a moon phase, like a moon phase. You got to go through this cycle to get to the top. And they don't want to reveal everything, because if they, it just said like if they tell you everything, like if they show you everything, then maybe you won't want to pursue that path, or you won't want to do it, or you'll think it's too hard. Like there's a lot of, that's where it comes back to the trust. Like trust that Spirit's moving you around because of what you've already dealt with, and in the process that you are advancing and becoming stronger. You're not just this Queen of Wands energy. Like we went from a little black cat to a full-on lion. We went from just a queen to like this like angel baby. Ooh, oh, baby. Okay. Angel baby. But that's you too. That's what I mean. It's like, woo, like we went to this. But there's a bit of mystery involved that is being held back from you, because that's part of the journey that turns you into this, is not knowing what lies ahead. Looking at things from different perspectives, and just knowing that when some things come to a close, they come to a close. I want one more from this. So then, okay. So this is kind of more that final outcome. What's one more from the Steampunk deck? One last message for this post-eclipse energy. That one. Woo, look at that. That Eight of Wands. I like this Eight of Wands because it's very much like this tank. And the line that comes with this card is like, once you press the fire button, you can't unpress it, which is kind of where I feel like this energy up here was. It's like either you or someone else pressed the fire button and shot off some stuff, and you can't always take it back, right? Like once the bullets are flying, they land where they may. This is also, though, Spirit telling you that once this energy starts moving over here, it feels kind of slow at this moment. I feel like there's going to be a turn of events where it suddenly speeds up, and then there's a lot of, obviously you got these major arcana, like a lot of stuff coming through all at once. So it's like you're kind of in this hanging out phase right now, sorting out the stuff, cutting some things away, looking at things in new perspective. Once it like comes through, man, it's coming in hot and fast and heavy. And Spirit's just gonna fire off. And this is also like all that stuff is going straight up here to your strength. So I would say that's what I mean. It's like it's gonna come in fast. Lots of communications, lots of opportunities, lots of things that Spirit's throwing all at you at one time to turn you into this. I'm trying to see if it wants me to do anything else. It just stopped. I think the message just stopped. So that's what I would say. You might feel kind of stagnant right now. I would say let these eclipse energies settle off, and this will all like, and see, even this even looks like fireworks. And as we go this way with the reading, there's so many more cards over here. So it's like, that's what I mean. It's like there's a general upscale direction happening for you in your reading, along with kind of this circle. So it's like, woo, but I feel like once it really starts taking off, like it really starts taking off, but there's some things that are getting cleared out. But I also, that's what I'm telling you, is I feel like Spirit telling you to go on vacation, y'all. Like, whether that's just inwardly on vacation or like literally going and finding your happy place, very much around some water. I think that would be very soothing for your, it said soothing for your soul. So let me know how that resonates. Hope you enjoy it. Please go on vacation if you can, because I think you need it. And don't worry, you are going to come out really super strong in your super Leo energy by the end of this cycle. So I will catch you guys later. Thanks. Bye.